Welcome to Zelda Speedruns. We have for you a qualifying race number 8 for the 2023 Tears of the Kingdom Any Percent Tournament. On the main stage, we have Lovely Cyrus, Nagaina, Moist Goulash, and Ninja ESD. On comms, we have Aqua Cluck and Ferris Cube. Take it away.
Hello.
Hello.
Well, let's see how this goes. This is the 8th qualifier out of 10 qualifiers that there will be done on this tournament. It seems that runners will start soon, starting their games. And yeah, we have some variety here for different runners that will be watching.
Nagaina and Ninja back for their second night in a row.
Oh yeah.
So this will be either their second or their third. I'm not quite sure. But the first three qualifiers their run are counted.
It's the third that Magaina will be doing, and I'm not sure about Ninja. And also the third, yeah.
Starting out in the intro, our 1.0 runners are going to be doing the intro clip through the ceiling, which cannot be done on later versions, as far as we know.
So we're starting to see players starting their games. And yeah.
And immediately after they get through the ceiling, you'll see that they have to jump over a cutscene trigger, and they use a backwards jump slash. We call that a Mazda jump to achieve that. Gives you a little bit of a height boost, kind of like a double jump, and we'll see more of that later. And it also preserves your momentum.
Yeah, we see two of the runners going for the out of bounds section. To get out of bounds, what you need to do is a clip that only works in version 1.0, which is this climb height clip. We've already seen it, and yeah, the way it works basically, it's the way the hitbox in 1.0 works, it's different from other versions, and for some reason that allows us to clip through certain ceilings by jumping while climbing. So yeah, we've already got two players on the 4-minute cutscene that's at the end of the prologue. The two players that decided to go for the intro clip, while the other two are still running towards the end. Okay, so yeah. Now all runners are at the end. So yeah, we can... Yeah, this is a really annoying cutscene for all speedrunners, especially when we want to do a lot of runs, and yeah, it's a really long cutscene. That's why we voted for the intro skip, which allows us to start a game right after this cutscene at the beginning of the Great Sky Island, but we don't allow that here since it's a tournament and we want the runners to play all the game. Later in the bracket part of the tournament, it will be decided if it's allowed or not on a match by match basis. But yeah, right now all of the runners are playing this, so yeah, we'll be heading towards the Great Sky Island. The first trick that will catch your attention is the cock skip. Already a predefining trick of what Tears of the Kingdom speedruns look like. Yeah, we used to do that for a long time. We've wanted to not go in that way, which is opening the door and going through that corridor, jumping on the water and all the way. Like I'm sure all you are familiar in your casual playthroughs to go to the title cutscene, but there's something that the developers put in the Great Sky Island that's pretty interesting for speedrunners, which is a chest with wings at the top of the island, which yeah, the developers intended for us to get it way later, but we can get it just at the beginning, and that's gonna be really useful for us to move across the island. So yeah, the trick that allows us for that first was some really tricky movement along the moving cogs that you can activate after the terminal, but that's a 40-second cutscene. So yeah, later we discovered that there's a possibility of doing a really precise jump with a really precise setup. There are multiple setups that work for people, but yeah, it can be tricky. We've seen some runners really struggle in this tournament with that, so let's hope everything goes a lot more smoothly now. So yeah, first runner heading towards this trick is Lovely Cyrus, followed really closely by Magaina. Let's see how this goes.
First try, cog skip. Let's go. This won't be the last time you see us abusing this jump slash. It's a really interesting animation that can be exploited in several different ways.
Oh yeah, the basic work is that Link. The basic way this works is basically that Link moves faster while traveling backwards than frontwards, especially when jump slashing. So yeah, it allows us to cover a way bigger distance. So yeah, we can clear that jump by jumping and turning in the air and then jump slashing.
And you may see some runners like Lovely Sirius looking for tree branches. That's to set up a trick called Zoas later on. We're going to need 3 or 4 weapons, 2 shields, and 2 bows. Well, 1 bow by the time we enter Fuse to pull that off.
Yeah. Another interesting difference is that you will see some runners going towards the left and some runners going towards the right after getting the chest. That's basically the difference between doing some slightly different routes. If you go towards the left, you are going for IA, which stands for Early Ascent, which is a route that I mainly helped develop, which uses the idea of doing a void warp, which is try to get first to the Temple of Time, but without ever touching the ground. So we will be standing on those wings that we just got and we just duped. And if we manage to not touch the ground till we get to the Temple of Time, then we can void warp to the shrine, to the Room of Awakening, and we can make our way to Ascent really slightly faster. So yeah. And we see Lovely Cyrus here hitting the wing flip, the fastest way known to do this route that I've just commentated, which it's a pretty hard trick. It requires to do a fall damage cancel on the side of a wing. So if you grab onto a wall in this game, you don't take fall damage. So you can use a wing flipping in the air, and if you time it precisely, you can grab on the side of it, and you can then get on top of a second wing and glide all the way to the construct without touching the ground and moving way faster than you could do just by running.
Actually, a neat little time save right here that was recently discovered. I doubt our
Oh,
runners
yeah.
are going to do it, where you can enter the map during where you're acquiring the Pura pad right here, and it's just a tiny bit, like 10 frames, I think. That would be
Yeah,
a third
11
third of a
frames, I
second.
think I've heard. Yeah, pretty interesting.
That is brand new. It doesn't look like our runners got the memo.
No. But yeah, we see runners using the wings to go to Temple of Time, so now we will be able to see the difference between Lovely Cyrus, who is the only player going for early ascent, while the other players are not going for it, but they will still do a void warp, which is they will allow them to that will be allow them to void and warp towards the Pyramid construct that they just talked to, and that still sets them highly enough to go straight to the bottomless cave, which it's also a really good way to get towards Ascent, and you get some more bombs, so it's pretty safe. And yeah, especially for Ninja SG, who is playing 1.2, which it's a category that has way more problems trying to perform something like early ascent due to having really slow dupes compared to 1.0, wing dupes especially. So yeah, we see Lovely Cyrus dropping towards ascent here. And he will need to do a fall damage cancel on the side of the shrine. Hope everything goes well. And yeah, that's it.
And not a whole lot going on in Ascend here. We just have to make the cycle
Yeah.
with the moving platform and don't get sniped by Billy, the construct, and that's pretty much all there is to it.
Oh yeah. So yeah, pretty straightforward shrine, basically running. We are really interested in basically doing ascent the first shrine since it's the higher one. So yeah, we can have really easy traversal towards the other shrine right after. It's been theorized a lot, different ideas to make this shrine faster. Most of them require basically to do it right after another shrine, probably Fuse, which it's the one that gives us the most useful ability, mainly because of jam bombs that you can do when you fuse a bomb towards the to your shield. so you can get a really good jump. And there's been some interesting development with that technique. There's been, especially in 1.0, we found out that you can do some menuing to get the bomb jump, but actually keeping the bomb. We found out about skew, which is something that you will probably see even used in some of those runs. Some of these runs, which is similar to how skew works in Breath of the Wild, which it was a way to store the angle in which you shield surfed against a surface. It doesn't work for clipping, sadly, but yeah, it allows us to set the direction after a bomb jump. And yeah, the later one, it's also, there's been found that you can, with a well-timed X input, you can you can get a bomb jump twice as high than you can usually get. So yeah, pretty interesting stuff. But since we don't have the fusibility, we need to just run and send through here. If we could say a more realistic approach to a faster ascent could be maybe setting SOAS right inside ascent, which is a possibility. We will be seeing probably at least Lovely Cyrus setting SOAS inside the fuse run, which is pretty more a lot more consistent, and it allows for really faster movement in there. And yeah, basically we want all those 3 branches, shields and bows, so we have a way more easy it's way more easy to do that inside of Fuse than inside Ascend.
So we saw Lovely Cyrus actually pick up the bow in Sight of Ascend. Again, he needs 2 for the fastest OS setup, and he's going to get the other one inside of Fuse. I believe Ninja also picked it up because this is 1.2, so they have Quick Smuggle. So they can set that up very quickly in order to perform Arrow Flight, which is it's another abuse of the jump slashes that we were talking about earlier, where the upwards momentum at the very beginning of your jump slash is preserved if you cancel that animation, and you can do that repeatedly very quickly to cover a lot of ground pretty fast or gain height, or there's a lot you can do with that trick.
Yeah, so basically it's a really similar trick to the Moss Door Jump that we've seen, but the Moss Door Jump cancels the jump slash with diving. And that works decently well in version 1.0, not so well in other versions. That's a thing that the developers patch. But having arrow smuggle, which you can achieve, with quick smuggle in 1.2 and with other setups in version 1.0 like SOAS that we'll be probably seeing. And yeah, that allows us for a way faster way to cancel the jump slash, which allows us to preserve way better the momentum and to also gain height. So yeah, it's a really good movement option that you will be seeing soon. And another thing to commentate, it's Magaina getting here jellies from Chuchus, and also I think he got frogs. So he's going for speed food. It's a bit of a detour for no amiibo to get speed food, but yeah, it's definitely a consistent strat to go for. We see Moistlash going for the same. And yeah, I don't think it's the fastest way because it's a significant detour, but it allows us for really good movement without risking a lot, not as much as something like SOAS risks, which it's some way harder strats that also failing can punish you a lot.
There is a relatively new time save where you ascend out of this cave after getting the ruby here, and then you can fly a wing under the island where Fuse is and ascend up. Very interesting movement. It doesn't look like anyone's going to go for it this time.
Yeah, basically it's especially interesting if you do. If you want to go for Soas, that's interesting. If you grab the shield in the Temple of Time, which you can get doing a tricky bridge with the wings, going on from the construct that's in Temple of Time to the actual door without touching the ground, so you can do the Void War either way. So yeah, you can get, since you need 2 shields, you can get that shield and then go straight to Fuse. Since you have a Rose Magel, you don't need the speed foot. So another benefit of not doing that is that you have the cooking pot at the constructs camp that you are skipping. We see some players like Moist right there cooking at this spot, the speed food. And yeah. So we'll be seeing really soon Lovely Cyrus setting up SOAS, a lot of menu that you cannot miss.
The trick
It's an
relies on a
actual really
very
good pace
fast
for
pause unpause.
Yeah. So yeah, it seems a really good pace for Lovely Cyrus right now. Not any major issues with his run. But yeah, other runners are doing really well too. Magaina is not far behind. And SOAS is activate. Oh, Lovely Cyrus there forgetting to drop to drain the arrows to perform this trick that's known as the construct skip, which yeah, there's this 10-second cutscene with the construct that we can barely overshoot with arrows Magel Flight if we stay as close as possible to the ceiling. We'll be seeing this cutscene on Magaina's side. He's not doing any arrows Magel technique, so yeah, there's no way to avoid it without that.
Saw some really interesting tech from Ninja that I actually haven't noticed this before. When you're aiming at the treasure chest that contains the key, they were actually doing gyro aiming during the bow or the arrows acquisition during that text box. Because gyro camera input is still enabled while that text box is open.
Yeah, that's interesting. So we see Lovely Cyrus here doing another of these arrow flights, and it's pretty tricky. It's a really precise rhythm that you need to be pulling off, but it seems that right now he's doing fine. And yeah, he barely got a bit too short, but it's perfectly fine. Still really, really good pace. And we'll be seeing here Ninja doing the same, but with quick smuggle. So yeah, the difference, you could see that what Lovely Cyrus did was to drain his arrows, and what Ninja is doing, oh, that's rough. Well, what Ninja did was to drain his stamina. So yeah, both things achieve the same purpose, which is basically to not be able to activate bullet time, which would slow you down a lot.
Yeah, for some reason your directional inputs or your momentum or something does not register during bullet time the same.
Yeah. So comparing both runners that are not doing arrow smuggle flight strats, we've seen Magaina going for the under the island strat, which uses wings to go under the island, and then you do ascent towards Ultrahan, and we've seen here Moist doing the over the island, which basically it's running a bit over the island, and then you can avoid ascending by doing a bomb jump here. We'll be seeing that, and yeah, you can cling onto the wall, and yeah, under the island it's about 3 seconds lower, and there's a strat that I've been trying to develop that for 1.0, which is the wing chain, which is a way to go over the island but without actually having to do any running. You can start chaining wing bombs, one with another with super bomb jumps, and you can by doing 5 you can fly it on a straight line towards Ultra Hana, and yeah, that's about 10 seconds faster than any other strat, except compared to obviously arrow flights, which are about at least 25 seconds faster.
Yeah, arrow flight is one of the fastest movement options we have early on. One problem we have with it is that the speed it preserves, it does decay over time. So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not great for longer trips. So what you're going to see at the end of Great Sky Island is we need to get all the way to the castle, to the end. It's a really long trip. So there's some other pretty new tech where if you shield surf immediately after running off of a wing or anything like that, you preserve the speed a little bit better than you would inside of arrow flight. And so some runners are now alternating between shield jumps and arrow flight in order to
yeah.
preserve that momentum over a longer distance.
Yeah, that's something that we already knew that worked this way in Breath of the Wild, for example. But yeah, shield surf are a really good way to preserve momentum. And yes, it's an interesting find. You can even usually we see runners starting their arrow flights with a bomb jump, but actually just running off the wing and shield surfing gets you a pretty decent momentum to start an arrow flight with.
And we saw the jump and then open the map trick there that eliminates that animation that you get opening the map the first time in a lot of cases. I think it's if you're airborne or there's a few exceptions where it doesn't trigger.
Yeah, you can either be airborne or if you open the map menu from the plus menu, you don't get the animation either.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm impressed. Everything seems to be going pretty smoothly for all runners. I've not seen any major issues. And yeah, all runners are past the first go to Temple of Time. Lovely Cyrus here already in the Recall Shrine with some more arrow smuggle flight, which allows us to make a really fast cycle here. Yeah, Recall also goes by these cycles because you have this clock at the end that you have to stop at the right time with Recall. You can also use Ultra Hand.
You can also just jump through the gap with good timing.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that for...
You don't usually see that in runs, though.
Yeah, no. But it's possible. It's really tough. I haven't tried it myself, but yeah, I've seen people attempt to run all the game without using runs, and yeah, it's indeed possible. You can do that with infinite high tricks to get over those sections that you can find in Ascent or in Hidden Recall, and yeah, you can go through that small gap in the door just when it's barely open.
We can see from Magaina, when you miss the cycle, sometimes it's faster to just, glue them together with Ultra Hand.
Yeah.
When you miss the cycle or when you're ahead of the cycle. Either way.
So yeah, Lovely Cyrus right now opening the heart doors. This door requires us for 4 hearts, which yeah, the only way we can get them is going towards the Recall Shrine, which he has already done so. But yeah, if we manage to find another way to get a 4th heart there, we could skip all that section altogether. But yeah, there's been some theorizing of ways to bring hearts from the prologue to the main game, but yeah, doesn't seem pretty likely so far. So yeah, we'll stick for now to playing all these shrines. And we see a really, really good time for Lovely Cyrus on the Great Sky Island, sub 31. And yeah, this is definitely PB pace for him. We see some Ruby duping on the wing while we fly towards Hyrule Castle. That's another benefit. We've talked about the fact that Rose Mile flights are not really that good for long distances. So even if we do something like that here, we still prefer most likely to do at least one part with the wing, because yeah, it's a really good place to overlap some duping.
Yeah, got to dupe them somewhere. You could dupe them on the ground just before you clip through. You could dupe them while you're diving, which is possible, a little bit cumbersome. This is a really convenient place to do it on the wing.
So yeah, we see Magaina finishing here GSI 2, and it seems that he's already also on PB pace too, about 20 seconds from his blitz. So yeah, pretty good run so far, and soon Ninja finishing 2, also on really, really good pace, more than a minute of his PB, and yeah, so soon we'll be able to see some runners clipping through the surface towards the depths to fight the army. We see Lovely Cyrus here doing the same, and yes, successful clip. The way this clip works, it's
And we're picking up 2 Royal Halberds to Zuggle them, stacking up damage to kill Ganon faster later on. You really only need 1, but it's faster with the menuing to have 2, because that way you don't need to reset which one is equipped afterwards. You can just continue to duplicate them into your hands one after another.
Yeah.
And the menuing is pretty slow in this game, so that is a significant time save over just picking up 1, right? It's like, oh, never mind. I thought Magaina was going for the save and load clip, where you can just get slightly into bounds to get an autosave and then load it and it'll pop you on the other side of this wall. But no, he's going for a ceiling clip. Okay.
So we'll be seeing here Ninja doing the ragdoll clip. There are multiple ways to do it. We've seen that you can basically just clip straight from dive. If you do a fall damage cancel, he's doing a way faster version that you can do by going here, standing and aiming yourself at a really specific position, and then you just can ragdoll. The way we need to do that because basically walls in this game are double-sided. Oh, I think it failed. I'm having a bit of delay on the stream, but yeah. Walls in this game are double-sided, so even if we already clipped 1 time through the surface, we need to climb, we need to clip another time to get to the army. And the same is applicable for the clip that Lovely Cyrus has done. To get to Ganondorf, he had to clip one time through a ceiling and to get out of bounds, and there another time to get back in bounds. And yeah, we've seen already the Ganondorf fight here with the Zaggles that we've set.
And on Ninja's screen, they did actually do the save load that I was talking about. They gave up on the ragdoll, and they were careful to get the autosave before they attempted that, though. So that was an option, and they went ahead and loaded and popped on the other side of the wall and went straight down to Army. Yeah, we also just saw Moist Goulash set up that autosave, just in case.
Yeah.
And as always, Army is very tense. Any one of those rubies will instantly kill you. But the runner's nowhere to aim, so shouldn't be a problem.
We've seen that happen a lot, but it seems to go everything pretty fine right now. Hope it keeps this way. So yeah, we are seeing on Lovely Cyrus screen right now the funny cutscene that happens when you pull out the Master Sword out of Zelda with the Zaggle activated with
the Master Spear.
It's pretty funny. Yeah, Spears of the Kingdom. So yeah, Lovely Cyrus will be attempting here the 2-cycle strategy, which basically it's trying to get two eyes each time before going back down to Zelda. It's a pretty hard strat. Let's see if he can pull it off.
It is all deterministic, though. It's just a matter of where you are at what times influences where the dragons are. So if you're good, you can get it every time, but it is very difficult.
One eye to go for Lovely Cyrus. Everything seems pretty promising for him.
Yeah, solid so far. I wonder if he'll get the quick kill. Yeah, looks like he's going for it. Or if you just Mazdoor back here, you eventually end up pretty close to Ganon's head. You can get the final hit way earlier than you'd normally be able to. Yeah, you have to hit this trigger just in front of his face in order for him to kind of just sit there and go into dumb mode where he just lets you kill him. Yeah, smooth.
And yeah, he's on his head. And yeah. Did he manage to get airborne?
I don't think so.
No, yeah. So, well, that's an 8-second time loss there, which it's significant, but not that big of a deal on such a really good run. So, yeah, he's probably gonna get a PB, right?
I'm not sure. It's a
Or
pretty
I'm
solid
not
run.
sure. 44, maybe not, but really close.
Yeah, great run. And any time save here is significant because you're not just competing against the people you see on the screen. This is qualifiers. And the best time you get out of the 3 runs that you participate in, the first 3 runs anyways, that fastest time is your qualifying time.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think he's getting a PB, but for sure he's getting the fastest time on the tournament so far. This should be sub 45, which is something that we've not seen so far.
A sub 45 to no backflip. Oh no.
Oh, maybe not sub 45, barely not, but yeah, really low 45. 45.03, 03, I think. 02. Really, really solid run.
Good game. Congrats.
GG's to lovely Cyrus. That puts him first on the tournament. So yeah, we see Moist here also starting the Demon Dragon fight with the funny cutscene with the spear. And Ninja will have to fight again. Oh, he has already beaten... no, yeah, he's beaten Ganondorf, but still has to fight against the Demon King. And all in version 1.2, which means no Sagel, which is significantly harder. You will see that he's dealing way less damage than all the other players could do. Well, right now you don't see the damage because he still has the text for the Molgera fight, which is still loaded for some reason.
I'm guessing it's not faster to cook attack up food, even in 1.2, huh?
Yeah. I don't know, maybe Amiibo helps a lot with that, I think, but yeah, since we're not allowing Amiibo for that, it's probably the best to just go straight. There are ways to get attack up, I've seen especially glitchless runs do that, but yeah,
you're right.
it's
an
also
Amiibo thing.
pretty RNG reliable, so it's probably the best on this setting to just kill it with what you have. So, we'll be interviewing soon Cyrus. I think he's already here. Hi, Cyrus.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey,
That
congratulations.
went pretty
coming in
well,
first.
right?
Thank you. Yeah, that
Yeah.
went so much better than I could have hoped.
Yeah, pretty solid run, close to your PB all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, I was green
And
out
you-
of like Ascend, I think. I was green out of Ascend and stayed green all the way up until Ganondorf.
Oh yeah, you secured a really good first spot on the tournament. That's really impressive.
Yeah, I'll take that, you know. And I'm gonna do the race tomorrow as well, just for fun. But I don't have to stress
Oh.
at all about getting a good time. I'll just do it for fun.
That's nice to see. So yeah, you will be really well positioned to play the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, I mean, hey, first seed.
Any thoughts on the run?
Yeah,
Everything went so
actually,
well.
really interesting was like when I realized out of Ascend, I was like, this is just a PB run. Like, I'm just going for PB. I kind of like didn't. I was more nervous thinking about being in the tournament than I was being on PB pace. So I more so thought of it as
Yeah.
a PB run, and I was less nervous.
That's funny.
It's actually a good mindset that everyone should adopt.
Oh yeah, just
Well,
go
okay.
for PB.
Yeah, because
Well-
I had a mental block last race. I think I got like a 52, and I was like nervous the whole time for some reason. I was doing like easy stuff, and I was messing up easy things, and it's like really like irrationally nervous. But PB run, I was just like in the zone, and I was like, yeah, I'll just get a PB real quick. That'll be cool.
Nice, man. Yeah, good momentum into the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, hopefully
yes.
I can keep it up, and hopefully that wasn't a fluke. I don't know what the rules are here, but I'd be down to commentate a little bit.
Oh
I
yeah,
guess-
you can.
I mean,
for sure.
everyone looks like they're at the end here.
Yeah, we see Moist already going to grab Zelda's hand,
Yeah.
and
Also, very solid time.
Yeah, Moist
Yeah,
got the quick load on Demon Dragon. He stayed airborne on the last hit.
I really wanted the sub 45. I was really sad that I didn't get the backflip.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
I don't even
Wow.
remember losing a heart. I must have lost a heart from like the gloom in the second clip, but I didn't even notice it. GG Moist 50-47. Is that his best time?
Let me check it real quick. Let's see.
I died before army. That was bad.
So
I want to
Yeah,
say everybody died
really
at some point
did.
here.
I know my last race I died to army. It hurts so much.
So yeah, it's his first, his fastest time. He had previously a 51.34 and a 52.01. So yeah, he's
Awesome.
been
That's
slowly
consistent as
getting
well.
faster times.
Yeah, he's just consistently improving. That's impressive. I know me and McGina were on. We were like pretty synced up until like at least Ultra Hand. I noticed we were like within 30 seconds of each other. So his
Oh,
run
yeah.
was looking pretty good for a while there.
Honestly, even off of GSI, you guys were all pretty close.
Yeah.
One death
Yeah, I
in
was
army
checking in
could have swung it.
periodically. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. If I died in army, would not be looking so good. I usually, when I die to army, I lose like 3 minutes. It's really bad.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting to see you against Magaina, basically because you were using basically all the recent developments, early ascent with the wing flip, SOAS, and he was going for a well more established route. without the early scent and going for under the island wings towards Ultra Hand and all that stuff. So, but yeah, he managed to also get really close to you even with that.
Yeah, that's really true. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I was doing as far as I know, like all the fastest strats, and he's still right behind me. So that's a really good pace.
See, yeah, he was doing pretty well.
Oh, Xander finished. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, we got
Yeah.
other runners that we cannot cover up here on the on the stream,
Xander.
but yeah, we have fourth place there.
You just went full send the whole time, huh? Yeah, I just went for a PB. GG, Xander.
GG.
Yeah, that I was talking to him before the race, and he was hoping to get like a sub 56. So a 53:30, that's pretty solid for him. And this is first race as well, so probably a little bit of nerves from the first one.
Oh, looks like we got a moist goulash in the chat room. How's it going? Congratulations. GG.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
GG.
Yeah, GG.
Thanks.
This was probably I mean, pretty much everyone finished quite close to each other within like everyone got a good pace from this race. This is probably on average like the fastest race we've had so far. For the
Yeah, I think so.
For the first 5. So we got Moist here. How'd your run go? You said you died to Army, right? Or before Army?
Yeah, I failed the cancel, like the jump slash cancel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Other than that, the run was actually pretty good, I think.
Yes. Second place, new tournament PB, pretty good.
Yeah, I was hoping for the sub 50, but
yeah,
that's okay.
Hey, there's still a couple more. Are you gonna do the next ones? You've already gotten 3, right? So,
yeah, so
your time's locked in, but you're gonna do the rest?
Oh, we'll see. I might do one more.
I am actually curious how many people have done 3 already. How many people have their times locked in? I still have one more.
Oh yeah. I think I can look at that. Let's see. So yeah. Over the tournament we have people with locked times. Kentico with a 47.04. And Redsley 46.47. Till today he had the fastest time, but you managed to beat him by almost 2 minutes, which is incredible. You still have one to go, and what do we have? Who do we have else? Moist, or yeah, we've said if today's was his last run, at least the one that qualifies. We have Roach, who is a 51.51, also having done 3 races. Yeah.
And we got Ninja just joined, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
hi Ninja.
I'm here. Yes.
Hello. How did that go?
Pretty good, I would say.
Yeah, you got a 54.29. Is that your best so far?
No, I got a 52.10, but it
Okay.
isn't on the live split. It is in another one, I think. So, still, I'm pretty happy with this one. Like, I didn't fail many things, so that's pretty good for me.
Yeah, just
For-
consistent.
Yeah,
Got some
I
consistent
practiced a
times.
lot for consistency. Like before all the qualifiers, I wasn't very like consistent with everything. I failed like CSS one time out of 2. That wasn't really good. But for 1.2.0, I would say that I got a good time.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, pretty proud of this run.
Yeah, was there anything particular in the run that went well, went poorly?
I mean, nothing particularly wrong. I lost some time on descent because, while I was duping, I got pretty far away from the well. So when the wing expired, I was pretty far, so I had to walk a bit. So I lost like 40 seconds. But
Yeah.
like, if it's not for that, it was pretty good. I got a good Ganondorf, won back some time, and yeah, pretty good overall.
Does 1.2.0 do the easy fall damage cancel with Arrow Smuggle?
Yes, it's pretty easy.
Yeah, it's the same as the Arrow Smuggle that we do, I imagine.
Yeah, I think all Aerosmuggle are pretty much the same, and like not the way that they get set up, but like in what they actually do.
Yeah, that's definitely the best thing about Arrow Smuggle is like, I was gonna say like at least you didn't fail the fall damage cancel in front of well, but like with
yeah, that would have been
Arrow
pretty
Smuggle,
dumb.
yeah, you can't really fail it with the Arrow Smuggle FDC.
I mean, I already failed in some runs. That was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Cyrus, I noticed you did the wall grab FDC when you got to the castle balcony instead of the arrow flight.
Yeah, that's because I have 0 arrows. So you don't get bullet time, which I don't know if it even works, and if it does work, it's a lot tighter because you don't get the bullet time.
Oh, okay. I think you can hold L2 for that.
And it'll still work.
I believe so. That's what Playerify has been doing. But anyways,
Yeah, I don't know. I've
curious.
not messed with it, but maybe it is worth doing. But I feel like the climb FDC isn't too bad because you pretty much slide and land on the ground immediately anyway.
Yeah, it's a nice wall right there. It's not too bad.
Yeah, it's a very perfect wall. It's very easy to grab.
Yeah, compared to the one in the Shrine in Ascent, that
that one's great.
harder one.
I haven't failed that FDC in the tournament yet, fortunately, but it's gonna happen. And I'm gonna go for it every time, even though it saves like 2 seconds. I'll still go for it.
Let's go.
But it looks cool. That's a cool looking FDC. I like it.
Yeah. So, well, we see here Magaina going towards grabbing Zelda's hand and finishing with a time of about 1 hour and 1 minute and about 30 seconds. So, yeah. That'll be it.
I believe that is also his last race. I think he's done 3 now.
Yeah, I think too. I think I've commentated all of them.
Yeah. I was actually, I guess maybe this isn't the place to ask, but maybe I won't do the next one, but I'd like to commentate it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, there's a form in the speedrunning Discord, and you can just sign up there.
Yeah, I've not submitted it, so I will do that right now. We could maybe we want to drag some more people. We got some people in the waiting room that finished their run, Gorgonim and Burritos.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we could talk to one of them next.
Hello.
We got both of them.
Hi, Gorgonim and Burritos.
Hello.
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 How did that go?
Not how I wanted it to.
Same. Not very well.
What? Really?
Yes.
I know that specifically Burritos said that he was just hoping to get a sub 56, and you did that.
I did, but my GSI was 40 minutes, dude.
Oh.
I had a really good endgame. I had such a good endgame, but my GSI was terrible because the amiibo stuff. I'm so bad at no amiibo.
Yes.
I died 3 times in that area. Lost like 4 minutes to that one split.
Yeah, that fuse split, it's tough no matter what. Especially no amiibo, and I always lose time.
Yeah, I missed the frogs.
That's what happened in my first qualifier.
Oh, you missed
And
the
then I
flush.
reloaded the save. I probably shouldn't have reloaded, but I just reloaded because I didn't know what to do.
No, I had no idea what to do either, but I just kept going with no
Yeah.
speed the whole run.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's rough.
I guess I could have gone like the rush rooms or something, but that's so old. I haven't done that in ages. Would have been weird.
And what about you, Gorgonum? What happened in your run?
Well, I finished with a 52, few minutes off my PB. Pretty much
Oh.
the entire run was awful from intro. I lost close to 30 seconds, going really rough with the clip, and then just consistently playing bad over the run. And then out of GSI, I failed a few wing drops in GSI, but out of GSI, I did all the dupes and failed the fall damage cancel in front of well, so that lost me quite a bit.
That one's one of the worst to miss because you have to like redupe your rubies on the way.
Yeah.
That one sucks.
And then I struggled on the clips for a little bit. Didn't have enough rubies entering army. Died to Ganon.
Oh, really?
Very rough. I was hoping for at least a sub 50, but hopefully I can do it on my next run.
Yeah.
Qualifier.
You got one more?
One more. I did hit a perfect 2 cycle though, so I'm very happy.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
Sam.
that's good to hear.
I got so lucky with that fourth eye. I missed it twice. Like I was facing the wrong direction, then I faced the right direction, and I still missed, and I had to move closer, and I barely got it. I don't know how.
Yeah, wow.
I was
So that's
lucky.
I just
3
need to practice
people.
no amiibo.
How many in here on how many people in here are on 1.0? It might have been all the 1.0 people got 2 cycle.
I am on 1.0.
Yeah,
Little correlation.
I didn't
1.0.
entirely get it. My wing was too low, so I missed after that fourth eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Close though. That's pretty good.
I got even the fast one on the one that I had no speed food.
Oh yeah, dude. 2 cycle with no speed food's always a little scuffed. I find running out of the first eye.
Yes, yeah,
Sometimes it
that
just
happened.
stops you from running, and you get shot to the left.
I got a crit on my speed up foods for health, so that was really nice.
That is
Oh,
nice.
the health crit? Yeah, that's actually
health crit.
that's clutch for the end of Demon
Yeah,
Dragon.
but it's really unfortunate because I took gloom damage on the second clip into Ganon. But I got the backflip, so I'm happy.
There's a side hop.
Yeah, I also took that gloom damage.
The side hop is not for me. I've tried it.
Yeah, I can never get that.
Oh, really?
I got more lenient than backflip.
Yes, but
Oh, really?
I just have never been able to.
I think, I posted it a long time ago, and then Player 5 started going for it. Because, what I do is just, when you side hop, you, release R at the same time you side hop. And that typically works for me.
I noticed, was it you that had, it looked like you had, it might not have been you, but someone had, a setup for getting that. It looked like. They,
I kind of do, not really, but...
they opened, their menu to, buffer it.
Oh, no.
That wasn't you? Somebody did that, and they got it, and I was, taking notes. I was like...
Oh, wow. That's cool.
This person has, an actual buffering setup to get it.
I find if you just stand at, the base, not the slope, but at the base of his head right before the stone, and you do it, it works, relatively consistent.
Yeah, I need to mess with that, because if I lose health, I kind of just go for it.
I find it absolutely crazy the time you got serious on a no reset.
Yeah, congrats, man.
Huge
Yeah,
GG.
thank you. I was telling the commentary, after a certain point, once I got out of Ascend, I was just doing a PB run. I didn't even think of it as a no reset.
Yeah, dude, I kept peeking over at you. I was leaving Ultra Hand as you were leaving GSI, and I was like, "What the heck is going on, man?" I felt so slow.
Yeah, that was actually my best GSI with the Aeroflight route.
Damn.
Which isn't saying much. It was a 30-58, I think. But still
not bad for a no reset though.
Oh yeah. Decent.
Very good.
I'll take that. Oh, who's joined now? There's
Magaina, hello.
Hello.
How did that go? Well, it's your third match. Sadly, you didn't manage to secure a better spot.
Yeah, it's okay.
How do you feel?
It looks like my first one will be the one that's used for seeding. I was honestly, I was admittedly really happy with everything up into the well. My
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
ragdoll
it
worked.
was
You were
going,
right behind me.
going
You
great.
know, I was like, oh crap, if this ragdoll works, like this could be a PB.
Yeah.
And you know, I practiced a bunch of things in my first qualifier, but I didn't consider how sloppy my army was. And I didn't get a checkpoint when I used the backup clip after my ragdoll failed the second attempt. So I then died again in the army, went back to the well. It was an unfortunate sequence of events, but my out of bounds clip after army was okay. Ganon, I gold split that, so I was happy. Army was definitely the run killer, and my demon dragon was sloppy too. I keep getting this instance where Zelda's flying counterclockwise when
Yeah.
I'm done with the first two eyes, and I haven't yet figured out if that's because I'm too late or what. But
Yeah, it as far as I
okay.
know, it depends on your position when you fly
Is
down to
that
the first
for
eye.
2 cycle?
Yeah, for the 2
I've
cycle.
heard that it was because if you're too far left when doing the Mazdoor jumps.
Yeah, that's what I've heard too.
That would make sense because I
Yeah.
keep ending up too far left in my practice and I miss the dragon altogether.
Yeah.
So,
If you
okay.
if you look down at Zelda as you're landing at the first eye, you can actually see her head turn. And like the last direction she turns will be like the direction she goes.
The defining moment, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Yeah.
But I mean, I still get clockwise and counterclockwise, even though I think I know how it works. It still changes, so you just
Yeah.
gotta figure out both of them.
Yeah. Well, I guess the TLDR for me is work on the end game a little bit more. My GSI is pretty clean.
Yeah, your
Other than
GSI was
that,
super solid.
Yeah. I don't usually
Yeah.
do no amiibo route, so like I kind of expect I'm gonna lose time going for the frogs instead of doing the Fleet Lotus route. But you know, it didn't really lose me that much time. I actually screwed up really badly the other day, and I did my wing jump after getting the frogs, and I dropped a bomb instead, and I had to reload like 3 times
Oh.
at the frog pond. So, you know, I'll do better next time.
You dropped
I'm
like
gonna
your
probably...
only bomb?
No, I had a bunch of bombs, but I dropped
okay.
that, and then I was a frame too late to drop the wing. I would have taken damage. I had 1 heart.
Oh.
So I was gonna die there if I tried the wing
Yeah.
deploy again.
You know,
But,
that
yeah.
happened in my run. This one.
Yeah.
From GSI to Castle. I dropped a bomb and I took fall damage on the wing and barely, like I was far forward on the wing, but I barely didn't get the ragdoll. So I like barely saved it.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was very close to not working.
There is a way to recover if you do fall off the wing, but it's kind of sloppy. You can do like I think like basically like a Mazdoor jump with the rune thing. Pull out the bow,
Yeah.
unequip the bow, drop a wing really fast, and then do another Mazdoor jump, and you can save it. That was something that I messed up a lot when I was
You can also do a
learning this
wing
route like
flip.
months
Yeah,
ago.
you can. I was gonna say first, you can do a wing flip.
Great idea.
That's a good point too. Probably easier. I didn't even think about that.
Definitely. I don't know about easier, but
Well, yeah, I guess.
Maybe if you know how to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, wing flip when you're not coming out of the intro is way harder. Like when you have full control of Link in the air, wing flip is like way harder.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot easier having like the slow moving Link because you almost go to the wing in like slow motion.
Oh, that's interesting. I never thought about it like that.
Yeah,
Good
you have
job,
like
everybody.
a decent amount of time to adjust.
Oh, Phelps just messaged me. He says, "Gotta get the gamer."
Oh
He's
yeah.
in Dragon now.
Yeah, he's
nice.
Waiting on ZR Phelps. Finishing it out.
Well, we could all just raid over to ZR Phelps and cheer him on to finish up.
I'm down for that.
Sounds good.
Yeah, sure.
Once again, thanks everyone, especially our racers and our commentary team. Thank you for the stream. I apologize for a little bit of buffering that we had getting through, but we'll work through it. But let's go over to ZR Phelps and cheer him on.
Awesome.
Thanks for having us. Good games.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
GG, everyone.
Guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
GG's.
GG to everyone.